Skyfall, let it rain on you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Bengals going up against the Bills. With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Western New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Dalton throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Plays like this. So the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, a national championship winner as a Buckeye at Ohio State, Cardale Jones.
And while his frame may imitate a defensive lineman now playing quarterback, don't get fooled at all because when you see him throw the football, you know exactly why he's playing the position. Wide receivers love playing with this guy because he gives them a chance to go deep and catch the ball.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll bite, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. First down. There on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ray Malaluga in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Still 7 down.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Wild card round game, and you come out early, get the first score. That can be huge.
Wild card game, but no wild play on this first drive. Well executed, lots of precision, lots of sharpness.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. This will be Dalton again. Flushed out right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the toss, Bernard. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Red zone opportunity. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. On the ground, this is Hill. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal.
380.
Dalton on third and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Nugent puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So we hit the quarter break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. 7-3 the score. And we're back to upstate New York after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Don't let 89 go.
They're going to look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go. Red 38.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Flex round. Ohio. Come on, now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Read and it's picked off.
Well, there definitely was some... juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll begin here with Bernard. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First and 10 for Dalton. Surveying the field. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A pickup there of 37. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal. And now a first down following that long gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play.